Hey guys, this your girl love goddess. Welcome back. Once again, we are here to receive a message from our guides, from God, Source Himself, from our ancestors. What is it that they want us to know? Well, I must say, I've been lounging around all day. Okay? I've been lounging around all day. It is Friday. I'm relaxing. I'm enjoying myself. I have my coffee and my water. Okay? So like I'm really enjoying myself. I was in the house and I was saging the house and trying to make space and room for, your our guides, and make space and room for our ancestors and, our angels and God Himself to come in and be cozy with me, right? So I was doing that today, making the room to make this experience cozy. As you've seen, we're going to make this experience cozy today with our spirit team. When I say spirit team, I'm talking about everyone who has something to do with the way that we elevate and make moves. Our God source energy. It could be your angels, your ancestors, whomever it is that helps us through this time. We have to make it cozy within Love Nation for them to come and pay us a visit, right? Isn't that what we do when we have company over to our homes? We make them cozy. We fix coffee. We bring them something to drink, We have to make it cozy. So, as I was making it cozy, I was just kind of walking around praying, staying present. Of course, that's the only way spirit's going to come, if we stay present. We can't be all over the place thinking about past stuff, future stuff. We just have to be present in today's, you know, timing. So I had a few things that came when I woke up this morning. The first thing I did was pulled our your magic card. Of course, that's our little motto thing, to get our inspiration for today. So I pulled our two cards for our inspiration today, and I also was guided to pull one card from the Universal Co-Creation cards, along with one card from the Messenger Oracle deck. So that has actually been sitting on my desk all morning. Let me show you. Sometimes I like to show you rather than tell you. Let me show you rather than tell you. So this is the oh, okay. So yeah. So I had pulled these two cards here. These are the two cards that I had pulled. And then that's from the You Are Magic deck that I use for us. And then I had pulled one card from the Messenger Oracle deck, which sits up there. And then I pulled one card from our co-creation cards here. Okay, so I am gonna read those first. Also, the other thing, right before I started the tape, I was guided to this book, which is Enneagram Empowerment. And when I was guided to the book, I was like, I haven't read this book in a while. This was one of my first books to find out what type of, to find out in the beginning of my, spiritual walk. I was trying to find out, like, if I was empathic and stuff like that. So I went to flip through the book, and I found something that I thought would be amazing for you guys. So I'm going to read that to you guys as well. So let's start with our You Are Magic. So the first card that came out, it says, whatever you can do or dream You can do it. You can do it. Begin it. Boldness has genuine power and magic in it. Begin it now. That's the first card. That's what the first card says. And then the second card says Dumbo. This song is by Stephen King. This quote is by Stephen King. It was written by Stephen King. And the other one was written by William Murray. Okay? So this one says Dumbo didn't need the feather. The magic was within him. Wow. Stephen King wrote that. Dumbo didn't need the feather. Remember to fly. The magic was already in Dumbo. So I believe that those are two powerful messages letting us know that whatever we dream, whatever we are desiring to do, whatever, the magic is in us. The power lies within us. So that's a good message for us there. Just to bring forth the energy here. And then when I drew the cards, the first card that I drew was the only card I drew was Seek Your Destiny. Seek your destiny. Okay? And then Highly Evolved Soul. So seek your destiny and highly evolved soul. That kind of goes with the tapping into your inner depths to find the magic, to find what it is that God has set forth for you to do here, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is read this book, okay? I have the marker here because I already know exactly. I opened this up. I was like, wow, this goes with everything that I literally started with. Okay, so it says considerations for growth. It says when an uncomfortable feeling comes up that you rather ignore, pause and sit with it for a few minutes. Emotions are sometimes painful, but they are always temporary, even the worst ones. So let yourself feel them, because if you ignore your feelings, they will follow you around. But if you acknowledge them and accept them for what they are, you will feel free as you journey on. And I thought that was the most powerful niche or lesson or just a nugget for you guys here in Love Nation. Like I said, we are growing together, okay? I will always be bringing something that's going to be able to help educate you or help you along your journey. Maybe someone here needed that. Maybe someone here needed to hear that, because sometimes when we're going through our experiences or going throughout our day, we can't help what happens on the outside of us. We can only do something about what happens on the inside of us. So whenever there's an action taking place outside of self, it says that we need to take a pause, because whatever that action that may have happened outside of ourselves, it may have triggered some type of emotion inside of you. And it could be a hurtful emotion, or it could be a very overwhelming emotion, but what your spirit team wants you to understand today or understand today is sit with the emotion. I'm not saying that you have to sit with the emotion for more than 48 hours, but at least 24 hours or less. Sit with that emotion and try to move that emotion. Move it somewhere else. Move it to a better experience, or even better yet, because I used to have to do that. Like I'm telling you, in the beginning of my journey, so many things used to trigger my inner demons at the time, because we all went through our shadow work to remove those inner demons. Not really remove the inner demons. The inner demons never go anywhere, but what we do is put them under control. we're able to put them under control, meaning that we know what triggers we have when it comes to certain aspects of our lives, right? So I had to learn how to sit with that energy. Like when something really hurt me and had me like shaking and my heart dropped, like I had to learn how to sit with that and be able to cry. That's another thing. Do not be afraid to cry. Cry. It's better to cry and release that energy that you're feeling, rather than react, like act out on the action that has taken place, because every action gets a reaction. So you can either pause by crying or, going within to try to harness what you're feeling, but yet at the same time, as we are becoming master alchemists, we have to learn how to transition that feeling. If it's a negative feeling, we have to learn how to transition and change it into a positive feeling, because remember, we are light source energy. Light source energy overpowers darkness. So if it was a negative action that took place, you are light. You're able to transmute that darkness. You are able to transmute that negative energy, right? So I don't even know. We might not get the cards. I might just give you this nugget. So with that being said, maybe because I feel like somebody needed to hear that today, like, you don't have to react to every action. I mean, sometimes we just have to close our mouths and say, okay, and just walk away from it. Because let me tell you something, there's power in walking away. There is power in walking away. Because if you can walk away from a very terrible situation, you just won. You just won. But if you try to throw oil on the fire, it's just gonna blow up. It's just gonna blow up. So learn how to control and harness it. Like, take that pause. That pause is very, very important. Do the right thing. We are growing here in Love Nation. We are all seeking our highest potential. We are all seeking that. All of us. We are all learning. And this is one of the biggest things that can keep you away from the grand prize, from elevating, because we tend to run into these type of situations, rather it's, somebody cursing us out, somebody, stealing something from us, or somebody, supposed to pay their portion of the rent, or, getting fired from a job, whatever the case may be. We have to learn how to harness the energy by sitting in it and understanding how it's making you feel, because you want to know what that energy feels like. If you're an empath, you have to know your own energy. You have to know your own triggers. You have to know where to place other people's energy when they try to bring forth negative energy. So when I say place other people's energy, what I'm saying is, like, if, say for instance, you lose your job, right? And you've already mastered how to alchemize losing someone. Maybe you lost a family member and it hurts you, but you harness that energy of hurt and you transmuted it to love by not thinking about that you just lost someone, meaning not thinking about, that they are not, like, their absence, not thinking about their absence, but yet thinking about their presence. You understand? You get it? So that's how you harness and you transmute. Because whenever we think about a person that we love just passed away, you know, we start thinking about, oh, they're not here anymore, I'm never going to see it. Don't think about that. Think about their presence when they were here. How much they changed your life when they were here. All of the memories that they left you while they were here. And that's how you alchemize that negative of losing something. So now that you have learned how, this is the example I'm giving for losing a job, because now that you harness and you alchemize how hurt feels to lose something, when you lose that job, you can go back to that feeling. You know where to place that feeling at. So when they say, give us your badge, or, you know, you're fired, go home, all you're going to do is say, okay. And you're just going to walk away. You're going to feel something. You're going to feel that thing. You're going to feel that thing. You know, me personally, I might be like, they're going to say, you lost your job, give me your badge. And I'll be like, okay, well, it's been a pleasure, you know, being able to serve with you, or it's been a pleasure being able to work besides you. You are an amazing person. I know that this was not your decision. This was a decision amongst many. And I know you are just the messenger. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate being able to work beside you for all these years. And then I'll walk away. But you know what you just did? You as a light being you just took that negative, turned it into the positive, and you left a seed. Look at that. You left a seed, because now they may have said something to you and they knew it was going to hurt you, because this is your finances. This is how you pay bills. This is how you make moves in your life. But yet you told them thank you. So now they have to ponder and harness that love offering that you just gave them. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to transmuting the energy as a light worker, or as an empath, someone who knows how to harness the energy, or someone who knows how to transmute the energy. So I thought that was a very important message there. It says after that, you know, sitting with it, knowing that if you react to it, it's going to keep following you. It's going to become a cycle. Repeating. See, because our life is like a spiral already. You don't need no negative energy just to keep following you and following you and following you, because now you don't lost your job, and the next job you get, you finna lose that too, because you're carrying this negative energy from that old job into a new job, because you didn't transmute it. That's why you have to transmute it, and transmute it with love. The love of God, the light source energy that we carry. It says, let the present moment fill you up. Use all 5 senses to practice observing the rich details of the here and now. Because let me tell you what this is talking about when it pertains to energy following you. See, now if we're going to continue to use that example of losing a job. So if you lose your job and you don't alchemize that energy or transmute it and fill it with love, and you move forward to the next job, of course it's going to follow you, that negative energy. So whenever they come to you and they say you're fired, what is it saying? Don't start thinking about like your future, like, oh, how I'm gonna pay my bills, how I'm gonna do this, because that's gonna come out your mouth. If you're gonna probably start cursing, get mad, start reacting, because if you start thinking about future events, like if you fire me, I can't feed my kids. I can't, pay my rent. None of that. If you start thinking about future events, once you got fired, it's going to put oil on the fire. Stay present. Stay present in love. Stay present in the now. Even though you don't have that job, you still are rich in the spirit. See, what we have to learn is if we stay present and be able to alchemize all of that negative energy and turn it into light energy, we can walk away from that job and God will give us another. We'll run right into another job on the way home. On the way home, they will arrange your path, because you might be saying, I'm going to go straight home, but you might stop by somewhere and end up getting a job there. You never know. So that's why it's good to lead in love. Lead in love. Lead in love. So when that happens, you don't, put that oil on that fire. So, wow. So the next thing, because like I'm just reading it alone because I guess God, this is it. This is what Source wanted me to do today. I might pull a card at the end, I'm not sure. Maybe it's going to give us exactly what we needed. But it says, learn to be present with pain. I just said that. Being present is shining your love light, or, being in the light of God. So that's what being present means. So it says, learn to be present with pain. This is all I was explaining to you all along. Like, you have to be able to still love, still have compassion in that pain. That's where the example I gave you, they fire you and you still be like, okay, you stop and you say, okay, well, I know you're just a messenger. Someone above you sent you to do their job or this job. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for all the services that you did. It's been a pleasure working beside you for the last 5 to 10 years, however long it's been. And God bless. I hope you have a good life. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be able to do that, even when it hurts us. Learn where to put that pain, because every pain lines up with a different pain that you already dealt with in your shadow work. So losing a job goes alongside losing a family member. Because if you lose a family member, most people will start thinking about, okay, they're not here in the present right now. They're thinking about their absence. And that's what happens with losing a job. You're going to think about being absent without funds, without a job, without some type of income. So you start thinking about all these things that can go wrong, and now you're creating your reality. So, yeah, learn to be present in pain, or learn to be the love light in pain. Let's read what's under that, because that's the third thing that pops up here. It says, when someone shares how they are struggling, refrain from trying to cheer them up or fix their problem. Instead, ask a question. Can you tell me more about it? And reflect back to them what they're saying. You feel really disappointed right now. They will feel cared for. And you will learn that you are strong enough to move through pain instead of sidestepping it. So this is talking about a different type of be present in pain, because This is saying not to take, because, people will try to harness your energy, like, without even knowing. A lot of time, most people don't realize that they are like energy vampires. A lot of people don't even notice that they have that spirit on them that is trying to cipher your energy. So what this is saying is, if someone has a negative effect on them, like something happened to, say, your best friend. Say it's your best friend that lost their job. And then they start going on and ramming on, because it says they will say, "Oh, I feel good. I just lost my job." Okay, so don't just start filling it in for them. What you do is say, "Okay, so what happened? Why did you lose your job?" Ask questions. Ask questions. Because what happens is, when you ask questions and they start explaining things, if you ask, like, and then they'll be like, da da da, and then you'll be like, "Well, why da da da?" And then they'll be like, "I don't know, da 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 da." And then next thing you know, they answered their own question. Like, they answered themselves. They know what to do. And they're coming for you to gain your energy to help them. Because we are empath. We are here to help people, but investigate, learn more, so you'll know what to say and how to say it. Be present with that person. Be present with them. Don't allow that negative energy that's coming at you to attach to you. Be more present. Be like, "Oh, okay, so why did you lose your job? What exactly happened when you got there? What really exactly happened?" Start asking questions. Don't just go with the flow with a lot of things. A lot of things we have to investigate. We got to know who is for us and who is against us. We have to know when the enemy is trying to come and attach. We have to know, to release some things ourselves. So we have to be present, right? So I'm going to end it with that, but, like, I hope this helps somebody. I don't know why I was led to that, but I hope that it helps somebody. I did get the one card for you. Let's see if we can get another card. I don't know. I might get you another card. What you want? If I get another card, we might get into a whole reading. What is the energy on growth or being present? Give me something for being present for Love Nation at this time. Spirit, give me something for being present at this time. See, I told you. I told you, this is why I didn't want to pull a card. Rebirth of Wheel of Fortune. That's it. That's it. That's all. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let you use your own intuition on that. I'm gonna let you use your own intuition on that. All right. So I hope that that reading and those little nuggets that I gave you today, we're just being cozy today. We're relaxing and allowing spirit to come in and talk to us. Allowing spirit to come in and talk to us today. So this your girl, Love Goddess. Listen, I am so happy to be able to come and just chat with you. That's all. Have a little chat with you and be real. Talk about how to harness the negative energy, how to alchemize it, and how to transmute it, and how to place it with other areas in your life that you've already alchemized. That way you can react in a positive light. This is what we have to do. This is how we have to walk. We don't want negative energy keep following us around and around, because we are already going through the maze. We are already trying, to find ourselves to God source energy itself, the center. So we're following our North Star, but, we don't need the negative energy following us there, because it might make us go south instead of north. So, yeah, we don't want that. All right, so, like I said, this is your girl, Love Goddess. Let me drink some water. It's definitely been a pleasure This is your girl, Love Goddess. It has been a pleasure that you guys have come here with me today. And like I always say, pray for me while I pray for you. Listen, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have your energy here. Listen, my name is Love Goddess. I am glad to have you here. This is Love Nation. We are one up under God. We are one nation up under God here in Love Nation. I love you guys. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye. Mwah.